Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back to show us some more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. I got a nice little stack of stuff to show here, and I've got another one for my next video, which I'll be recording right after this one. But yeah, I'm going to start things off showing a little bit of merch, starting with this awesome shirt from the band Averst, based off of their EP from 2016 entitled Renewal. Yeah, if you're not familiar with them, they're a melodic death metal band out of the Boston, Massachusetts area, and they are actually getting ready to release their debut full-length album, Impermanent, on March 19th, which I am very excited about. They are independently releasing that album, much like they did their EP and all this merch. I was really happy that they finally got a shirt in that was in my size, and hopefully they will get the album artwork for the new album, the t-shirt, back in my size, because they were sold out at the time that I bought this one. But yeah, go check out Averst. And then I also got this pretty cool little wristband here. I know some might think it's cheesy, got some skulls with some bullets, but I don't know, I just really liked it. I saw this and this next one on Amazon, I just had to pick them up. Got this one with a Mjolnir on it. Very cool stuff, you know, being Metal Viking 82, I had to get something with a Mjolnir. But yeah, kicking things off with the actual music, I'm going to actually show a vinyl first. I was on lunch break one day, a little while back, and I was walking through the electronics department, and I saw this, and I was so excited because I was like, finally, we put this out, because I'd been looking for it, and that is the Walmart exclusive of the brand new AC/DC album, Power Up. Absolutely love this album, and I'm not going to take the vinyl, I'll just kind of save a little time here, but this is on a beautiful kind of translucent red vinyl. And not only that, I found out we had a jewel case version of the brand new album. And of course, you know, I bought the box set of this, I had pre-ordered it, and the CD came in a digipag. It was one of those, you know, kind of digi wallet things where you got to slide the disc out of the middle, and I absolutely hate those. So that'll be going back in the box set, and this will be the one that goes on the shelf that I listen to whenever I feel like listening to this album. And yeah, if you've not heard it yet, go check this out. All right, moving on. One that I've put off getting for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. Dokken with The Lost Songs, 1978 to 1981. Yeah, do love me some Dokken, and if you are not familiar, they are a hard rock / heavy metal band from the Los Angeles area. Been around since 1977, and this here is basically just a compilation of songs that they recorded in their formative years before their debut full-length album. And of course, the recording quality of these definitely varies. You have some that sound great, others that sound really demo-ish and just, you know, kind of rough on the edges, but it's still a really cool listen, and if you're a Dokken fan, I definitely recommend picking it up. Another one for the Nugent collection. This is State of Shock. And if you're not familiar with Ted Nugent, I mean, I don't know how you could not be. But yeah, it is a, you know, he plays hard rock. He's been around since 1964. 1975 is when he actually became a solo artist from the Michigan area. This is his fifth full-length album, originally released on Epic Records back in 1979. This here is actually a repress. It's actually a Dutch pressing put out on Sony Music in 2013, and I'm super happy to finally have this one in the collection. I've been trying to really beef up and complete his catalog. Next up, Scour with the Black EP. Yeah, I really need to get the other EP. I think it's the red EP that I am missing. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Scour, it is a black metal band from the Louisiana area. Been around since 2015. This is their third EP in a trilogy put out through Housecore Records and Nuclear Blast. And this is basically the project of Phil Anselmo, formerly of Pantera. Also has members of Agoraphobic Nosebleed, Pig Destroyer, Misery Index, Down, and many others. And the lead-off track in here, Doom, actually has a guest appearance from Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa, handling some growls on here, and it sounds absolutely badass. So definitely go check out this EP. Next is one that a lot of people have been talking about, and I listened to a little bit of it on their Bandcamp, and I just had to pick this up when it finally came out. And I know there are some out there that say it's okay, it doesn't really live up to the hype. I don't know why everybody's hyping it, but believe me, it really does, and I really do want to do a review of this soon. and that is the debut from Frozen Soul entitled Crypt of Ice. If you're not familiar, this is a death metal band out of Fort Worth, Texas. Been around since 2018, and this is their debut full length out on Century Media Records. And yeah, this is absolutely killer. Like I said, I really want to do a review of this. I'm going to kind of hold off on really talking too much about this, but I will say go check this out. Next up is a split that I believe it was Necrotic Nick over at Thralls Metal showed, and I had to pick this up, of course, because one of the bands on here, I reviewed their demo, and it was actually last year, and had to pick this up, and I was glad to see it was actually a place that I could actually pick it up, and that is the four-way split between Oxalate, Perpetuated, Bloodspore, and Vivisect. And this is put out through Blood Harvest just last year, limited to 400 copies. I'm trying to remember where I think I got this off of Vivisect themselves. And basically, Vivisect, they are a death metal band out of New Jersey, formed back in 2019. I reviewed their debut EP last year, as I said. Now, the other three bands I had not heard before. I had heard the name Bloodsport, but never actually listened to them. But Oxalate, another death metal band out of New Jersey, been around since 2017. They also have an EP out called Infatuating Sickness. This came out in 2019. Perpetuated death metal out of Washington, D.C., been around since 2017. They do have a demo and an EP out. And finally, Bloodspore is a death doom band out of the Philadelphia area, I should say. Came out in 2018. They do have one EP as well as this split, so definitely worth checking out. You get one song from each band, but it's a great way to check out some new music. Next up, Vrenth with Baptism Death. Vrenth are just a death metal band out of California. Very, very sick stuff, I have to say. This is their debut full length, put out on Rotted Life Records last year. I did get the cassette of this, but I never actually got around to getting a chance to listen to it with everything I had going on. So I was really happy to pick up this CD copy, and let me tell you, this is absolutely killer. Definitely check this out if you love filthy sounding death metal. And last, but most certainly not least, got another bootleg for the Judas Priest collection, and that is Holidays in Houston. Judas Priest, no introduction needed there. I mean, come on, they're the metal gods here. But this is a Texas radio broadcast from 1983, recorded at the Convention Center in Houston, Texas on June 8th, 1983 during the Screaming for Vengeance tour. And I've listened to this a handful of times. The sound quality on this is amazing, and these guys were on fire at this point in their career. And if you can get a copy of this, definitely go check it out. I got mine through Amazon. They might still have some copies, I don't know, but very good quality live bootleg here. Definitely check this out if you're a Priest fan. And that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.